Good morning, guys. We're starting out dry, just warm and humid. We've got some dry roads in Branson with a few clouds and some sunshine coming through. It's 66 degrees in Branson right now with dew points in the middle 60s. We're dry out there this morning. We dodged a bullet with storms going around the Ozarks through Oklahoma overnight. So we're just dry with a few clouds. It's 69 degrees in Mountain Grove, 67 in Ava, and 66 degrees in Branson. Dew points are sticky. They're in the middle and upper 60s. So that has us feeling pretty humid out there this morning with some oranges on that muggy meter map. So at the pool today, you'll have some showers and storms possible out there today. A very high UV index of 9 and temperatures in the middle 80s. So you'll have to watch out for a storm or two as you fire up the grill. You'll feel more comfortable this evening. Once the front comes through with north and west winds, it will feel better. So you're looking at a marginal severe risk, 1 or 2 strong to severe storms possible with those storms out there today, mainly for the threat of quarter-size hail or 60-mile-per-hour winds. So a cluster of storms possible to the south through midday. Then additional storms possible this afternoon. The front comes through this evening, so you'll have some showers and storms there. But then we're quiet by tomorrow morning, less humid tomorrow afternoon, with a few clouds and temperatures in the upper 70s and lower 80s. So storm threat today, but you're less humid on Tuesday. Really nice on Wednesday, sunshine, temperatures in the lower 80s should still feel pretty good. We start to warm up again by Thursday, back into the upper 80s, warmer and stickier. That warmer and stickier pattern gives way to a few more weak hiccups, where you're looking at some spotty showers and storms Friday and through the weekend. But overall, we've got that nice little block here. That midweek stretch would be pretty nice, and then storm chances return by the weekend. Joe, Jen.
Maybe to give you another update of the breaking news happening today. Springfield police are investigating an overnight shooting that sent 2 people to the hospital. Color 10's Nigel McDonald is live at that scene. Nigel, where are you, and what have you been able to find out for us?
Well, good morning, Joe. Yes, we're here on the 2100 block of North Elizabeth. And as you can see behind me, it's still an active investigation going on with the Springfield Police Department. Now, what we can tell you is that both victims were discovered, victims were discovered after being dropped off at Cox North Hospital. Now, as I mentioned, this is an ongoing investigation. We do know that both victims are listed in critical condition at this time. As always, we will continue to update you as we receive more information. And as we do, I would encourage you to monitor our website, ozarksfirst.com, because that's where we'll be getting that information up to you as soon as we receive more. Again, this is the 2100 block of North Elizabeth. Springfield Police Department remains on scene conducting their investigation. Reporting live in Springfield, Nigel McDonald, Ozarks First.
All right, Nigel, thank you. Now to some news from around the Ozarks. Fort Leonard Wood is preparing to reopen its John B. Mahaffey Museum Complex for service member education next month. The complex is conducting inventory checks on tens of thousands of artifacts across its 3 museums: Chemical Corps, Engineer, and Military Police. Museum staff say they normally check 5% of their total inventory every month, but the U.S. Army Center of Military History is requiring a full inventory check. Scott Franklin serves as collection curator for the U.S. Army Engineer Museum, and he says it holds around 11,000 artifacts. He says that these checks work to ensure museums have proper records of historical pieces before they reopen for service member education.
Since we've been closed, it has impacted our ability to train soldiers, and that's what we're all about, is making sure that that the soldiers that come through Fort Leonard Wood know their history, are proud of their history, and we're hoping that we want that to inspire them to be good engineer soldiers or good chemical soldiers or good MP soldiers. You know, that's what we're here for, is the soldier training aspect.
Franklin expects all inventory checks to be completed no later than July 31st.
Springfield car organization, the Cruising Carney Group, hosted a fundraiser parade last night for Officer Mark Preby and his family. Cars donated money to take part in the parade. Officer Preby's injuries could cost millions in medical bills. That's according to a recently filed lawsuit from his family. Keep in mind, he also just had to relocate to a rehab facility in Colorado. More than $1,400 were raised last night. Beth Brashear says the group knew it had to give its support.
It is a huge cause, and that is what we are saying is that's our way to give back to this community, is we can do a fundraiser, and it's all car related, but we are, we're not destroying anything. We just want to cruise. And what better way to do it than to cruise? It's just an outlet, just like golfing is an outlet. But we give them with the cars, they're with our cars, they're hot rods. And we just want everybody to know we're out there, we don't mind helping the community.
Officer Priebe did file a lawsuit against John Ruth last week. We have the updates and the history of this whole story all logged for you on OzarksFirst.com.
Well, this story is positively Ozarks. A night of music in Springfield last night, all in support of a beloved local music venue. Springfield musicians put together an outdoor jam session with hopes of raising money for the OUTLAND Ballroom. The OUTLAND has been on the verge of bankruptcy, and just a few days ago, the owners announced they were selling the venue. But the sale was called off after a wave of backlash on social media. And now the community is stepping up to make sure the Springfield staple keeps its doors open. Stanley Jones says he's been coming to shows at the OUTLAND for years.
I can't put it into words. This place is like I've almost lived here. We would come up here sometimes 2 or 3 times a week, sometimes more. I've known people down where I live my entire life that aren't as close and as good of friends as the folks that I've met here in the last, say, 5 to 10 years.
Organizers say they hope to have another jam session next week.
We move on to some coronavirus cases to report for you. The Christian County Health Department says the county has 2 new cases. That brings the total count up to 40. That includes 35 confirmed and 5 probable. Overall, 9 cases are active. The 2 new cases are considered community spread, meaning the health department could not link them to any other positive cases.
News from around the region now. Tropical snow in Pittsburgh, Kansas has been serving nearly 600 flavors of shaved ice for 28 years. But a viral post circulating on social media over one questionable flavor on the menu is bringing the heat. A number of people are upset about a flavor called Burning Noose, which offers a combination of grape, watermelon, and cotton candy. But the owner says it wasn't his idea. And after seeing the comments on social media, the young man who created the flavor, Keenan Carter, came to the owner's defense.
We saw the opportunity to make a flavor there. We thought it would be fun. So, we go down there, we're trying to think of what flavors we would put into it, and we came up with the Burning Noose.
Carter says he was young, but it was never his intention to offend anyone. The flavor has since been removed and replaced with a new one, Busy Bee.
All right, we also have some news from around America for you. A shooting at a block party in Charlotte, North Carolina has left 2 people dead and over 10 injured. The incident happened around midnight where hundreds of people were gathered at the time there. Police say they were initially called to the area after hearing a pedestrian may have been hit. When they arrived, they found people in the streets as shots went off. Police say at least 9 people were shot, including 2 fatally. Others were injured when they were hit by cars fleeing the scene. A medic there said about 5 people have life-threatening injuries.
A New York Police Department officer has been suspended without pay after an apparent chokehold arrest was caught on camera. The incident happened yesterday in Queens. The body cam footage was released by the NYPD later in the day. The department commissioner says a full investigation is underway and that the department is committed to transparency as the process continues.
Need to bring you a traffic alert this morning. If you're driving on I-44 east of Mount Vernon later tonight, there's going to be some slowdowns there. MoDOT will have one eastbound lane closed near mile marker 47 from 7 p.m. tonight until 4 in the afternoon tomorrow. Crews will be repairing pavement in that area during that time.
Ozarks continue to reopen. We want to remind you that 2 Springfield Greene County libraries are reopening today. They are the Park Central and Fair Grove branches. Both will reopen at 8:30 this morning. Book returns will still need to be deposited in the outdoor book drops. And now here's a look at what's coming up after Daybreak.
Coming up, how the allegations about President Trump and John Bolton's book could impact our national security. Plus, we talk with black business owners who say they haven't gotten the loans they need during this pandemic. Coming up on CBS This Morning.
Something else that you'll likely see happening this morning is NASCAR having some issues over at Talladega Superspeedway. Bubba Wallace's garage has reportedly, they found a noose that was there, right there. Reports are out that a noose was placed in that garage, and NASCAR says in a statement it is outraged and will be investigating this. And Bubba Wallace is the circuit's lone black driver. Had a Black Lives Matter themed car before too, so something to look out for as they investigate. One last look at our forecast as we head out today.
Some scattered showers and storms out there today with a strong 1 or 2, and then a nice stretch starts tomorrow.
All right, thanks, Elisa. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here on Daybreak. We'll see you again tomorrow.